Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Friday, and all today's guests, including Nathan Rourke of the BC Lions, sitting by, right next to us. Brought to you by the Bayside Oceanfront Resort. Looking for a midweek escape close to home? BC residents save 15% on weekday stays at the Bayside Oceanfront Resort in Parksville. Relax by the ocean, enjoy great dining, and unwind with island hospitality. Book now at Bayside.ResortParksville.com. We've shuffled things around a little bit. Rick's to my right, and look who's to my left. It's BC Lions quarterback Nathan Rourke. Thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. It's great to see you guys in person.
Yes.
Yes. We've done it a couple of times virtually, but it's better to be in studio.
Well, thanks for that. What can you tell us about your off-season?
It's been busy. But we're hard at work. We're looking forward to training camp. It's just around the corner, and it's been a long off-season for us, so we're getting ready to get back at it.
In what ways do you prepare differently for a CFL season versus an NFL season?
NFL season off-season is really short when you look at it, right? The OTAs are start in April. You get done in January if you don't make the playoffs. February if you go all the way, right? So it's really only 2 or 3 months. CFL off-season, obviously we're done in November, and you got December through April to get ready, right? So it's a long time. A lot of guys do other things. And but I've just been at it and foaming at the mouth to get back going.
I bet. We'll get to what's happening with the Lions in a bit, Nathan. But if you don't mind, since we're on the subject, what was that experience like down in the National Football League? 4 different organizations in 2023 and 2024. How do you look back at that? And what did you learn?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot. I mean, just from the players and the coaches that I was down there at, learning from and watching and being able to experience that. How to be a starter in the organization, how to be a pro. You learn a lot about the game when you're in different systems. You get a lot of different perspectives. A lot of people call things similar things, but just to be able to have different perspectives on how they do teach protections and how do they handle certain pressures and all that different stuff was very useful. And but at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to continue to improve as a player by having the opportunity to play with the BC Lions, an organization that I love and it's near and dear to my heart. And I'm excited about that. To me, what gets me up in the morning is improving, that feeling of getting better, and you can only get so much better from watching. So I've been looking forward to getting back at it.
Nathan, a Canadian quarterback here, a difference maker. We've been waiting for years for that. But there's kids out there that are saying, you know what, Nathan Rourke is a Canadian playing in the CFL, a starter. A lot of kids look up to you. I mean, talk a little bit about that.
I think it's great to be able to be in a position where you can have an impact that's off the field as well, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the great things about in the off season that Lions do, we get opportunities to be able to go into the community and help out with youth football, go into high schools, to be able to do presentations in high schools around the Lower Mainland and up in places like Smithers. I was there a couple weeks ago, and that's always a joy to be able to meet those people, and see the impact that you have, which sometimes you forget. And I think that's just something special to be a part of, and something that I don't take lightly. And I think that the sport is growing, which is great. I think that both at the youth level, flag football, women's, the girls angle of it, that's growing as well. And I think that is just super, super cool to see and super cool to be a part of.
You come back to the Lions and they make a coaching change. Buck Pierce is your new coach. Talk a little bit about the talks you've had with him, about the offense, the upcoming season, all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Buck's been great. He's obviously got a great track record. Cool story coming back from the Lions, right? He was there years ago, and I think his track record speaks for itself. I mean, Winnipeg's been the team to beat in the West for a number of years. He's been a big part of that. I think the world of Zach Caleros in Winnipeg, and Buck's kind of been behind that, and to be able to get a behind-the-scenes view of what that regime has been like for the last couple of years has been really cool. And one thing that strikes me about Buck is that he's obviously played the position, right? He understands what it takes, and he's super open to input and super open to feedback, wants to be able to meet the player where he's at. I feel like I have a lot of input in what we're doing and at this point in the season in terms of what our offense is going to look like. But I also know at the same time there's a lot to learn from him. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and I'm really looking forward to to working with him this season, and I'm really confident in what we can produce on the field.
I know you don't. You're a pro athlete. You've gone a long way. You don't want to make excuses. But how difficult was it to join the Lions midway through the season last year?
Yeah, I think it's tough. I mean, obviously, a lot of different stops, a lot of different things going on. But coming back to the Lions was a little bit more familiar than what I had been going through, right? So it was certainly difficult. I think that the biggest challenge was less about coming back to the CFL as it was, dealing with the uncertainty of quarterback situation. I think that was tough on a lot of people, not just myself, but the locker room. It's hard.
Yeah.
I think the timing, was difficult, made it difficult for a lot of people. And you certainly put a lot of pressure on myself to try to get him out of a slump or whatever it might be, whatever I thought that I could do. I think that the league also has, since 22, has evolved, right? Teams are better. Players are very good in this league. And it's not something you can just roll out of bed and beat the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, for example, right? So it's, I think that's what's been a huge motivator, though, for me this offseason is trying to get better, back to that place and where I know I can play. And I think the guys are ready to do that as well.
Your brother, Curtis, eligible for the CFL draft. Where's I don't know which way he's leaning, but how's his health? And what's going on with your family? Two stud quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, one of the questions that my parents get quite a bit is there a third? And I always have to say no, that it's just the two of us. But he's doing well. His knee's on. He's ahead of schedule, which is great. He's been getting some care from the Indianapolis Colts doctors, which has been great. He's done quite a number of interviews with teams. Just 3 this week, I believe, and so he's been really doing a real good job of that. Obviously, his combine, his pro day stuff is looking a little different than other people, right? He's not able to participate, but just got cleared to throw. And in terms of the CFL draft, I'd be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if someone ends up taking him late, but I would be surprised if they get to see him anytime soon.
So what was going on when you were growing up? Was it all football? Did you play several sports? And Rick and I are both parents of kids who played sports, and there's so much emphasis on hockey in this country. Sure. But did you play everything? Was it all football? What led to the success?
Yeah, football was always our favorite, but we did play a ton of sports. I remember we played soccer first, played baseball, and then we got into football when we were quite young. Flag football first, and then we played. I played basketball all the way through high school. Played volleyball, ran track, cross country. Did it all. Did as much as I could, and just wanted to always be doing something. But always had football season though as well. So
where did the genes come from? Who's the better athlete, mom or dad, or both?
My dad played college volleyball and went to Laurier, and was an All-Canadian. And my mom's super competitive. So I think I probably got that type of work ethic from her. But I think at the end of the day, our the love and the drive and for the game, I think that really came internally, right? I think we found a way to be able to internally, intrinsically motivate ourselves, but we've got tremendous support from them, which has been great.
Nathan, no quarterback is going to be good without an offensive line. To talk about your O-line, there were some changes made there. These guys got to protect you so you can do wonderful stuff.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think our guys have. I think that there's a bit of a fire within our group this year. I mean, it's tough. Last year we had a lot of injuries, a lot of guys moving around. Yep. As you know, for that position specifically, continuity is so important. You need to be able to trust the guy next to you that he's going to do a certain thing. And sometimes you have to do it without seeing that person. You just have to feel them. And so it's tough when you're having some moving pieces, stuff like that. I think it certainly doesn't help. And so we've got some new pieces that are going to need some reps together. We made a great signing in the offseason with Dejan from Toronto, which would be great. We're really excited about that. We've got some guys returning as well. We got Mike Couture at center. Which would be great for us. We've got some new pieces, some old pieces, but at the end of the day, they got to get some reps together. And but I know that they're super motivated. Our O-line coach Sharbs is do a great job with that room, and we're excited to be able to do get back to what we know that we can do, which is have a good balance of the run and pass, and be able to keep defenses on our toes. And as you said, it starts all with the O-line. So we're excited about it.
It does.
All right, May 19th in Langford is the first preseason game. and you were born in Victoria. How special is it that you're going back there and you got to play there last year and win against Ottawa?
Yeah,
you have relatives there still, right?
I do. Yeah. Yes. I have family all across BC, but we do have some on the island as well, and it was such a great experience last year. It was really, really special to be a part of. We obviously had some great success as well, which helps, but it was a great setup. I mean, Mr. Doman and his staff did an incredible job. Very cool field to be a player there, kind of a college field. We had people standing room. It was an intimate setting, and we practiced actually at the stadium in Langford on day 3. And it was a beautiful place. Some of us were saying, why aren't we playing here?
Yeah.
And, it turns out we are next year. So we're excited about that. Should be kind of an interesting setup we'll be in Kamloops, and we'll fly to Langford and then fly back to Kamloops in the middle of camp. But should be a cool change of environment. We're really excited to do anything to be able to continue to grow the game around BC. So that's cool. Okay,
before I let you go, and you touched on this a bit, but just what can you tell Lions fans out there? And I think for you, one of the things is focus in terms of the quarterback. Nothing against Vernon, but you've got to focus. You're the guy. What does that mean going into 2025?
Well, I can't tell the fans about who the special guest is for the first game yet.
The music?
I don't know. I think that's up to Matt.
Oh, come on!
I think you do.
I think you do.
But I can say we're really excited. This is a motivated group. There's been a lot of change this off season. But we still, the sting of last year of not being able to fulfill our what we thought our potential was, that's still there for a lot of our guys, and we're anything less than the ultimate goal of winning the Grey Cup to us is missing the mark, and so we're motivated, ready to go. A lot of our guys we've had a great group in the off season train together to again build that continuity off the field. And we're excited about it. It's this. I think some years you kind of don't look forward to training camp because you know it's going to be a grind. I think this year is one of those years where we're really looking forward to getting after it and hopefully being a team that not just gets off to a great start, but we're able to continue to grow down the stretch. That's what the good teams do, and that's what we want to be about.
Do you golf?
I don't. No.
Okay.
No.
Well, tell your teammates to stay away from Tobiano in Kamloops. It's all about work. So May 19th in Langford, then and that's against Calgary.
Yeah.
And then maybe Vernon plays in that game. June 7th is the regular season opener at BC Place against Edmonton with a mystery musical guest.
Yeah.
This has been great.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Nathan. Can't thank you enough for doing this. We'll do it again soon.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, guys.
All the best.
Right. Yeah. Thanks.